Okay, now my customer, welcome to my farm. These as you see here is Bambara nuts. I used to cultivate Bambara nuts in my farm to make sure that there is a steady supply of food in the community or in the society. You know, I as a farmer, it is my duty to make sure that there is something in my farm which may help me to earn a living or to earn capitals or financial, something that may help me in my lives. You know, once a farmer is always a farmer, and we have to carry out our duty respectively as our work to make sure that now there is a steady flow of foods. And in terms of capitals, you know, everyone has his own abilities or it's his or her talents of which we are supposed to work towards it for us to success in our life. Now you as my customer or consumers, these Bambara nuts, after they have been matured, you'll be aware of getting them. You'll be aware of utilizing them very well by contacting me on plus 254 7 1645 9668. Should be able to communicate on phone and make sure that everything is okay and fine, and you'll be aware of utilize it and use it in the unacceptable way or in an acceptable manner. You know, for them to be matured, it needs something like 1 month. They will be matured and you'll be aware of getting them and utilize them the way possible or in an required way. As you see, they are about to mature, but by 3 weeks or just 1 month, as I told you earlier, they'll be now matured and everything will be okay and fine, and there will be a steady flow supply of goods from my farms which you'll be able to utilize and use them. You know, I always used to carry out my activity in terms of cereals. I deals with the matter concerning, apart from Bambara nuts, I have ground nuts and even maize. You know, I'm a farmer. Apart from maize, we have mkombero. We always be mkombero suppliers. We don't sleep. We are now working 24/7 to make sure that at least there is something in our farm to enable us to continue with our talents of farming activities, to carry out farming in my farm. But you as my customer, it is my duty to make sure that there is a steady supply of food from my work that I always used to carry out to make sure that there's a steady flow supply of goods from my farms. And yes, my farmers, please just support me or be with me or continue to subscribe on my channels, and I will thank you for that, and to ensure to enable me to have more customers, just supplying me or to do something that is accepted and right, and I will thank you in all my lives. I'll make sure that now I'm working hand in hands to make sure that there is something at least in my farm. See Bambara nuts here. I know there is something which I'm going to obtain from them, as you see, my customer or consumers. I hope you know I always follow the words of Britons. You know, they say that the hands that gives is the hands that also receives. Now we as a customer, after they have been matured, we should select or highlight some of the members in the communities who are unable or peasants or so poor, those are disability people. I'll make sure that I'm getting something to them so that they utilize their lives. They feel happy as being a people. You know, disability is not inability. That is what you have been told by Bright Britons. And I'll make sure that everything will be fine in my farm. That is what I always do in my farm. After they have been matured, select or highlight peoples in the community, disabled people or people who are disabled or poor or peasants in the community or societies. Now I make sure that they are now getting something from me, and everything will be okay and fine as I told you earlier. Please, thank you for being with me, Chris Boy. Thank you.